I was going to be done with my readings tonight, and literally, like, was kind of sort of heading to retire for the evening, and this chant came through my head. If you've ever seen the movie Hook, and there's Rufio, it was like, Rufio, 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 and instead of that, it was going, Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. So I was like, okay. So I came in here to do your reading, and that right off the bat makes me feel like there's like a team like pumping you up, like Scorpio, Scorpio. So I haven't even started pulling cards yet, and that's what I've gotten so far. So we have some new things to play with. My mom bought me this card bag that I'm digging, and she treated me to the new deck that we're reading from tonight, which is the Steampunk Tarot. So I've been having a really awesome time with this deck, but I brought in some other ones as well. We're going to clarify with the Rider-Waite, and we got some goddess cards here because there's a lot of divine feminine energy that is both being worked on and coming through to speak to us lately. It wants me to bring up, so in some other readings, Mother Mary was one of the goddess cards that's coming out, and when I was at the grocery store tonight, I've been feeling her energy all around, and when I was at the grocery store tonight, my cashier's name was Mary. So there's literally like some Mother Mary energy, lots of that really divine feminine energy coming through. So let's get started, Scorpio. What goddesses are coming through for you? And this reading is for post-eclipse energy season that can last up to 6 months. So this reading does cover a little bit more of a period of time. So take it how it resonates for you. This could be energies that you start dealing with immediately. These want to come out. Start dealing with immediately, and it can also last for a while. Okay, these came out for Virgo. So we have Venus and we have Artemis. So we definitely have some nice Greek goddesses coming through. Yeah, so Venus is the Roman goddess of grace and love, called Aphrodite by the Greeks. Ooh, hang on, it wants me to stop. This is really great for you, Scorpio, because she emerges from the sea. You guys are water signs, so this is automatically really good energy. She evolved from an early Italian nature goddess, a bringer of spring blooms and vines, a goddess of growth and the beauty of nature. The goddess of desire, Venus was the irresistible personification of both physical and spiritual love. She gave her name to the second planet of dawn and dusk, as did her sister goddess Inanna and Ishtar. And Ishtar is associated with Mother Mary energy, so that's why it's still kind of floating around. The story of Venus's birth tells how she arose naked from the sea, the source of all life, and a symbol of both the collective unconscious and eternity. Interesting. I am suddenly like, oh man, that's weird. It's got me like circling my womb. You might be able to hear my hand, but that's what it wanted me to start doing. It is a wonderful image for the emergence of a young woman into her full femininity. Venus is a striking affirmation of the love of beauty and pleasures of the senses. Risen from the sea, she is a guide through both the stormy and calm waters of our physical desires and emotions. Okay, full-on Scorpio energy I'm feeling right there. Like water energy, goddess love. It's got me like making, like I'm just like rubbing my tummy like this. So it's definitely, I'm feeling like the sacral chakra coming through for you. And we have Artemis. Artemis is the archaic mistress of animals, probably dates back to the Paleolithic times. Her realm is the wilderness, and her concern extends to all wild, untamed things. She presides over the hunt and is the goddess of hunters. Fiercely individualistic and independent, she remains apart from the relationship to men. Despite her fierceness, she is addressed as a healing and soothing goddess, protector of births. She alleviates the suffering of women in childbirth. She is also responsible for the initiation of young girls. Artemis is a wonderful symbol of female independence. She reminds us of the value of solitude and the importance of wild, unprotected places. She shows us those frightening places that bring healing even through fear. Definitely picking up the womb space and like this protection energy of that sacred space, that energy, whether it's actually for like a real physical pregnancy or just birthing of your ideas. And I would say that this is very much about your specific energy, Scorpio, in the sense of like your evolution, your rebirth, right? Nice. Okay. So that would probably be a theme coming up for you over the next 6 months in this post-eclipse energy. Let's check out our new Steampunk deck and see what it's got to say. What's happening for Scorpio in this post-eclipse energy? It just said something about like movers and shakers. Yep, that one's been coming through a lot too for Leo and Virgo, and now Scorpio. Let me also say it's had me skip over a couple of signs too. I've now skipped over Gemini and Libra, my air signs. So there's Spirit got me moving in strange ways right now. It's wanting me to let you know that this came up for Leos and Virgos as well. So you might have connections with a Leo and a Virgo. Or simply, I would say there's a lot of energy that's just very similar coming through. So there's definitely people to bond with in this energy. That's what it wants to say. This Eight of Wands is all about spirit communication. Let's check out these wands because there's all kinds. Like this one's got rainbow polka dots on it. This one's green. This one's like wood. This one actually looks like a flute. It's like metal. This one's fire. That one's fire. There's all kinds of different messages and signs and communications that will be coming through for you over the next 6 months. This Eight of Wands is also, though, very much about you sending these arrows out. The message behind this card is once you press the fire button, you can't unpress it. So there's very much spirit communicating with you, firing off things for you to pay attention to. And also this could definitely be about you and your energy. It doesn't feel heavy right now, so it doesn't feel like you are firing at people. It's just saying like you're sending out a lot of signals. You're sending out a lot of signals and Spirit sending them right back at you. Okay, so let's build off of that then. What is happening with that? What is this about? Okay, there's a Five of Wands. This just said like League of Extraordinary Gentlemen to me in a way. It's like there's all these people together. It looks like 3 people are on one side, 2 people are on another side. There is a bit of conflict here in that regard. At the same time, this scuffle hasn't really taken off. It's like they're all just exchanging words, and that's where these, okay, so interesting, my throat chakra wanted to clear. Definitely, like I was saying, like if you press the fire button, you can't unpress it, right? So it's kind of like, be aware of that. This is like there's a fight possibly ready to take place between these people, but at the same time it hasn't fully taken place yet, right? Like they're kind of in that moment where it's like they're egging each other on. It's pointing out this hole up here. It's like there's a hole in the plot. There's a hole in the story. There's hang on, it's giving me like a couple of different things. There's a hole in the story, your story, their story. There's a hole in the story. Which is why it's like this fight shouldn't take place, because there's information that's missing, and that's what it's trying to say to me. It's like this really shouldn't be taking place because there's something that's missing. Yeah. It's like there's a key that's missing. There's a part that's missing to this story. So there's very much this, it feels, when I say warning, like a friendly warning, it's like be careful what you say and the signals you send out to people and what you're doing. Especially if there's moments of conflict like this, like you don't know the whole story. There's holes in the story. That's the kind of energy that's coming through. It's like, just watch it because there's holes in the story. There's things you don't understand and know about, right? What else? So there's obviously something brewing coming up that you'll be working with. And the thing is, there's a hole in the plot. There's a hole in the story. there's some information that you're not quite seeing. These just fell in my lap. Okay, there's a Page of Swords, a Two of Pentacles, and a Knight of Swords. Okay. It's bringing up, my mom said this the other day, because my mom is starting to study tarot, and she doesn't do anything like this. So she's literally just now kind of learning, and she was going through a course, and the course that the lady was telling her, I really like this anecdote. It was like, the queen, basically to help you understand the court cards, it's like the queen wants new shoes. So she goes to the king and asks for new shoes. And the king says, well, that's cool, but how are we going to get the money? And she's like, oh, it's cool, we'll raise the taxes. So the king's like, I agree with that. He sends out the page to deliver the message to the town, to society, whatever, that the taxes are going to go up. And then when it's time to collect those taxes, the knight comes through. And the example is just about, that's just so you understand that the king sends people out. The queen expresses the desires of her or the kingdom. The king sends them out. The page sends the message. The knight actually comes to collect. So there's a message coming through, and eventually it's going to come collect. In the meantime, there's this Two of Pentacles. So interesting. There's a pain in my heart chakra, like dead center of my sternum, and it's very tiny. It's like a little pinprick kind of thing, kind of like a little pinprick. The sword suit is your mind. So there's a message. The sword suit is also communication. Just said, don't shoot the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. And now my pinky's itching. This is like a masculine energy coming through to tell you, don't shoot the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. This Page of Swords is coming to bring you a message. There is going to be either a divine download, or someone's going to say something to you, and I feel like that's part of this energy right here. It's like you don't know the whole story. This person, and they might not reveal the whole story, but it's like they might touch down. This is like a hot air balloon, so it's like coming down. That's what I mean. It's like a divine download. There's a message. There's a communication that comes in that I think helps you either just work around this energy in general because you don't know the whole story, or it comes in to give you that last little bit of information so that you can better balance this energy here. What that sends you into is then this Two of Pentacles, which is very much balance. And like literally in the physical world, it's like you're gonna have some things either about money or your home, very physical, real things that you're gonna have to balance. There's this like infinity chain that she's working with here that runs the bicycle with her, along with the leg work that she's doing. There's very much an implication of kind of like some exercise. This is very much though some it's like magical Christ energy. Like she's bicycling across the water. She's not just walking on the water, she's bicycling across the water. Moving faster than that, like trying to cover a lot of ground, trying to cover so much ground, in fact, that when she runs out of ground, she's going across the water. So, ooh, nice. It just gave me the song from Sia, Unstoppable, which is a great song. That's like a superpower song. It's this feeling, this energy that's going to come in is telling you, number one, how to get around this or work through this, or it's giving you the last piece, and that puts you into this energy where it's like you feel unstoppable, which is great, but this card implies a lot of work to keep the balance going with that, right? So this is very much here to pump you up. Ooh, that makes sense. That's what I was saying. So then in the beginning, before I even started your reading, it was like, Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. That's what I'm saying. Like you bicycling across some water. Okay? And that's why they're pumping you up and egging you on. Interesting. It just came back to this. This message came through for someone else too, and I can't remember what sign it was, but it was talking about how because you're so powerful, because you're growing in strength, that there's going to be negative situations, darker energies in that regard that come to challenge you because they know you are so strong. And the point is to, it just said, don't acknowledge them. Keep going. And that's where I feel like that's what this page to me represents. It's like spirit touching down and being like, oh, those guys, all they got is like some little sticks and crowbars and stuff. Honey, we got swords, like hop on. And so that's where it's like you feel unstoppable and you're bicycling across this water heading towards this knight. So then this page becomes this knight, right? There's a bit of that evolution, having to put in the egg work. Well, wow, Scorpio. Okay, there's something about eggs here, which is very divine feminine energy. It just said collect the eggs, and it's giving me like Spyro, like when Spyro had to go collect all the dragon eggs and stuff. It's like that's kind of like what you're working on in this energy. It's like, that's what I mean. It's like the egg is missing from this thing. There's a piece missing. What's missing? The egg. Go find the golden egg type deal. And that's where this knight comes in to come collect the golden egg. I like this card. You know, what it's making me think of is the newer Star Wars movie that it was just Solo, right? Han Solo. When he's off trying to go collect the money, you know, he took that job and he's trying to like rob the train with these people so he can get the money to go get back to his girl type deal on the other planet. It's like that's the golden egg. It's like you're going after something that's going to help you achieve a bigger dream. It also just said like golden goose, like Jack and the Beanstalk. There's yeah, it's like that's what I mean. It's like literally going after something. The missing piece of the puzzle, going after something like a golden egg, golden goose, the golden goose that lays the golden eggs. Ooh, even better, right? Like you need the goose so you can keep getting golden eggs, right? Ooh, nice. It's like, yeah, like don't even settle for just the eggs. Like settle for the, not even settle. Go for the golden goose. So what's this golden goose you're going after? What are we going after? It's in the swords. It's in communication. It's in your mind. It's, and spirit's working with. That's what I'm saying. It's like, this is something that you want. This is an intention that you want, Scorpio. Something that you want. And it just said Mother Goose. Hang on. Okay, my card's just gone. It just said Mother Goose. Like, it's got like nursery rhymes. Eggs, geese. There's something coming through about all these birds, these geese, these eggs. A prize. It just said a prize. Like I kind of see that spirit. In a way, this is the gold. Okay. Okay. It's like this is the golden egg, and it's more. And hang on, it's like really changing this Three of Swords for me. This is not your average run-of-the-mill Three of Swords. This is the golden egg, the heart. That is the golden egg. And this heart, of course, represents, you know, love, your passions, everything that your heart desires type deal. Very much a golden egg thing. Golden eggs represent that Easter egg, that bonus, that new beginning, what have you. It's a golden egg. So, but that's the thing. This golden egg is kind of guarded by these swords. Also, these swords are preventing it from operating in the best way possible, which is, okay, it just said like rescue mission. Like this is like part of a rescue mission, and this is definitely going to be within yourself. That's where this Venus energy is coming in. The golden egg is within you and your own heart, and there are your own thoughts and your own mind, your own communication, and there's swords blocking you from getting this egg. And it's very much saying that it's within yourself. And this is what Spirit is coming through with all this stuff, trying to communicate to you. I would say that there are friends, or it just said lovers or something. It's not always panning out. And the reason why is there's something missing from these relationships, whatever these relationships may represent to you, these people, these figures, these situations, there's something missing from it. What's missing from it? The golden egg. What's the golden egg? Your heart. Your heart is not in something, or rather, you have not fully found this golden egg in these people or situations before. It's missing. And that's where Spirit's like, hop on, let me show you what we need to do. And that's where it's going to become like, you have got to go get these swords out of here, because that's the only way to rescue this golden egg from deep, deep, deep within yourself. And you're going to be like, let's do it. And it just said, and haul ass. It just said like, haul ass. Like you're going to be feeling unstoppable, because it's like Spirit's going to deliver that message that like, you just know what you have to go do. In this journey, in this process right here, not only are you learning how to bicycle across water, which seems like an absolutely miraculous feat. Ooh, nice. It just mentioned like the water again for Scorpios, which you can't see in this card. There you go. So like the water for Scorpios, that's like totally the depths of your emotions. Bicycling across all of that energy deep, deep, deep within yourself, feeling unstoppable because you're just making headway. And that's the type of energy that turns you into this knight that is willing to go in there. It almost feels like, and there's like a fence right here, like this almost feels like this is like way up here, like at the top of the mountain, or like deep in a cave in the mountain and stuff. And so it's like literally, like it just said enter the dragon's lair. So I was saying like a dragon egg, a golden egg. It's like enter the dragon's lair. Like this knight as your mind is going to go in there and go retrieve this. Whoa, Scorpio. No wonder Spirit cheering you on. It's like, do it, Scorpio. Those wanted to come out right out the gate. Yeah, this coming out right here is number one saying like, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on to yourself. Be patient. And you see this, what I mean? You see that pentacle and the way he's holding it there around his heart. That's what I mean. It's like, it's telling you exactly where it's at. It's like, boom, like, hold on, because it's already here. So it's, I'm going to move this over here. This is also about being frugal, watching your coins. This can also be about a little bit of hoarding, holding on too tight, not allowing energy to flow, but this is very much about in the real world, physical. Can definitely be about finances and home and stuff like that, but just the way it's comparing to this right here, it feels more like it's like ding, 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 like I'm showing you exactly where it's at. It's right there in your core, in your heart chakra, in your solar plexus chakra as well. I've got some like hiccups. It's like there's some clearing going on. That's what I mean. It's like there's a golden egg in the core of you. It wants me to show you this. This was given to me by Scorpio. It's from a little girl. And this hole right here is kind of like that's where that's supposed to be. that's where that could literally like fit right in there, right? That's what I mean. It's like, ding, ding, ding. It's right there. Right there. So, go get the golden egg, which is your heart. It's your heart, Scorpio. Because you've previously been walking away from it, is what it just said. And this is also part of that journey, too. It's like, part of you has to go on a journey to go find it, but the truth is that this thing is within you the whole time, and that's the point. You've been going off on journeys, meeting people, getting into experiences and situations that haven't given you this golden egg. The golden egg was inside you the whole time. So as much as this is a journey where you have to go figure out how to get to this, it just said to rescue this. It's like rescuing yourself, basically. How to rescue this. As much as you do need to go off on this adventure, this is in this darker color here. This one is telling me, it's like, this is an interior adventure. This is something that's happening within yourself. Definitely in your emotions, like all that cup energy, all that water energy. Yeah, this is about like a rescue mission of your own heart. Love it. Yeah, dude, look, this 5 and this 5 of wands, 5 of cups. Why? Because it's not been the best time for you emotionally, Scorpio. Like, you're kind of sad. There's some things that have been spilled over. You're not turning around to look at these 2 cups. You haven't been going on the mission to go rescue your heart. You've been dealing with these types of situations right here. And all of this is just making you sad. And it's also the kind of energy that is not flowing correctly for you. And that's why it just said, like, your heart is guarded. Like, you've been doing this. Like, your heart is guarded. And that's what I mean. Like, these swords are, like, guarding this at this time. This is being guarded from within you, and that's why you have to go. It just said you're the only one that can go on this journey. You're the only one that can do this. You're the only one that can go rescue this golden egg. It's giving me like the Hobbit, like going, that's what I mean. It's like, you're the only one that can go off on this adventure and make it happen. I mean, we got another 3 of Swords over here. And that's what I mean. Like, if we compare these 2 3 of Swords, this one's more about like the pain and the sadness and the cloudiness and just the overall heartbreak. And this heart is very much that flesh and blood heart in a way that it's like, man, these swords for sure hurt, right? And you're tired of that. I love that this sword on her very much echoes this sword. It's like, that's what I mean. It's like this knight took that sword out and took it for herself because she's not going to deal with this anymore. This is more of like it just said a cold mechanical heart, but at the same time, this is a heart of gold. The heart of gold is made of metal and it's strong, and when there's not swords blocking the gears, it can continue to beat on and on and on and on and on. It doesn't run out of life like this one does when you stick swords into it. It's just gave me another Sia song. There's a lot of Sia songs coming in for you. It just gave me elastic heart. I've got thick skin and an elastic heart, but your blade, it might be too sharp. I'm like a rubber band until you pull too hard. Yet I may snap and I've moved fast, but you won't see me fall apart because I've got an elastic heart. Now this isn't elastic, but it does imply like something that can keep going, something that can keep beating, especially once these swords are taken out. Whereas this one feels more of like, you know, like just a typical 3 of Swords, like the heartbreak stuff. And that's the whole thing. It's like you're on some kind of quest to save your own heart because you're tired of it being so fragile. I'm tired of it always being like this bleeding heart. Tired of all these negative energies. And you see how they're more on the outskirts, like the negative energies are more on the outskirts. It's like Spirit's a little bit more here in that center, in that core. And it just said all that glitters is gold. And she's buying a stairway to heaven. Interesting. Let's get one more. So let's get some advice on this journey then, because I think the journey is pretty mapped out for you, what you're going to be dealing with over the next 6 months. I feel like that message is pretty clear. So what's some advice? Let's go back to the Steampunk deck. What's some advice for you to help you on this quest? Whew, got quite a few cards there. Nice. Hang on. Woo! Woo! Hang on. Hang on. Hold on. Hang on. Let me just move some things around. Okay, this 5 can just chill over here. This 4 of Swords, let's move it. I'll move this over here. This is going over here. It wants this one right here, this one right here, and I've got these aces. I'm sorry there's so many cards, you guys. I'm just gonna lay them out here. It just said, why are you apologizing? That's part of it too. Like, why are you apologizing for there being so many cards? Like, this is the message, right? So that's what I mean. There's part of that too. It's like, why are you apologizing for being who you are? Why are you apologizing for being guarded? Why are you apologizing for being in this energy? This is part of your journey. So your advice, first of all, you got 2 aces right here. There is a new beginning spiritually and a new beginning in your mind, passion, career, love, possibly, very much mind, communications, truth. Under this Ace of Wands, we've got the 6 of Cups and the 8 of Pentacles. So part of your advice is, number 1, hold on to like good memories and sweet things. It just said small gestures of kindness. Like, there are energies around you outside of these that are being nice. So that's the first step, is like focus on the really good energies around you, because those feed you positive energies, positive things that keep you going with the Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. And you really, really need that, because you've got some work that you're focused on, both literally financially, you're crafting things, you're building a new world and a new life for yourself. You're like, it just said, you're designing yourself, you're designing something over. And that's where you really need those encouraging energies that are being nice and sweet to you, because that's what keeps you working hard. That's what keeps you working towards this ace right here. Then over here we have this Knight of Cups, and this feels like, I mean, it's definitely a feminine in that regard. I love this deck for that reason. A lot of the knights are actually female, and I'm like, heck yeah. Look, and my pinky's itching again. That's what I'm saying. It's like, it's a masculine energy coming in to say, like, no, this is definitely the feminine version of the Knight of Cups. So this could definitely be like a friend. Somebody really here to support you on your quest. This comes out on the other side with the Knight. This could, again, just be an energy within yourself. So both with mind and heart, you're going after this golden goose type deal. This cane right here is really standing out to me. It's got a horse for like the head, but man, it just showed me Sherlock Holmes when he like beats the snot out of somebody with this cane. And it's not about him beating the snot out of someone. It's like giving me the whole scene where it's like in slow-mo and he says all the lines before he incapacitates the person, right? It's like punch to the jaw, knee to patella, it's like going through all of that. That's what I mean. It's like and that's super Scorpio energy right there, that Knight of Cups. It's like That's the knight within your heart that's like telling you exactly what moves to make, because it's following your own energy, that Scorpio water energy, your emotions, your intuition. She will beat the stuffings out of you with this cane. And do it in this very dainty way without spilling a single drop out of her cup, man, because she is awesome. And whew, I love that. That's the kind of energy. I really feel like she's pairing up with this Two of Pentacles, that by something like getting across the water type deal. It's like, I am a badass and I know it. Watch me go through this boxing match without spilling a drop out of my cup. It just showed me like a hand, like when people fall in the pool and they manage to save the beer, like the beer didn't get ruined. It's kind of like that. It's like I'll totally jump into the thick of it and get in the fray and maybe even have fun while I'm doing it. But like, I am not going to waste a single bit of what's in my cup. And your cup is, again, your heart, your energy, your natural born Scorpio energy. And that's when now we have this really nice Four of Wands, which is preparing for something to be really unified, a celebration. This is very much the possibility of like a wedding. There are feminine energies around you, both in real life and in the astral, that are prepping for a celebration that's coming out of this. And that's where I would say it's like, it very much echoes the victory wreath off of the Six of Wands. So there's a bit of that. It's like it says, like Arc de Triomphe type. Like there's a triumph moment. Like you're going to come through out of this whole journey, bringing this home, bringing that home, and just coming home to yourself in this golden egg type way. And that's coming out under this truth. That's what I mean. It's like, this is like preparing, this energy is preparing for the truth of the matter. Preparing for you to step up and claim this sword. Notice how this sword has a lot more detail to it. Also, there's some really nice like electricity coming off. It's like this thing, it's like this sword is a not your average sword. There's like something kind of tapping at my window outside, or it's like a bug bouncing up against the window. There's like a tapping. This is not your average sword. The sword is like connected to this machine, like literally. It's like, that's what I mean. It's like this sword is not something that you can necessarily hold in your hand. It is hooked up to a machine, and I would argue in a sense that this machine is somewhat similar to the idea of like the rest of your body. Coming back to this heart space, it's like this sword of truth, this mind, this pure mental intelligence energy is not standing on its own all by itself. It is hooked up into the whole machine. It is hooked up into all of your being. Yes, that's what I mean. Like, this is hooked up into all of your being. It's like Spirit's going to hand you some kind of new opportunity, and seeing these aces together, this is really nice. That's a 1 and a 1, kind of makes an 11, kind of makes that doorway of opportunity. What's in the middle? Spirit communicating with you and finding that golden egg of your heart. What's your advice on the way? Hold on to the people that are being sweet to you. Work hard on this because it's a journey that's worthwhile. Stand in your really nice energy and kind of fight for yourself, but do it in style. Do it with class, because the beautiful thing is that there are people around you, energies around you, healing things around you that are getting ready for you to come stand in this ace power, and for you to pull these swords out so that this can be more of just like a big golden heart that's just ticking and working and running, right? Let's get just one more card out of here. It's the final word from Spirit, Scorpio. No, not 20 cards, please, Spirit. Like, let's be concise. This one. Yeah, there's something tied and bound and chained up, something that you feel attached to, something that is also guarding this. That's the thing. This is also guarding this. Sorry if you just heard my son laugh. That's what I mean. It's like there's a... Even though that was just my kid laughing, it's like that's kind of what came through. It's like there's like literally something within yourself or some other person or something that's like laughing at you from the inside, because it's like, dude, this is so guarded, like, good luck. And that's where these bad it just said these bad bitches. This is just when these ladies, these knights, these awesome knights are gonna show up and be like, dude, we got this. We're gonna beat the stuffings out of this with our canes, with our swords, with our bicycles that magically go across the water. Trying to kind of feel this out. It's just implying, it's like, it's almost like he's like perching right over it type deal. That's what it kind of feels like. Like this energy is like perching right over it. And so it's in an essence being like, going down into the deep, dark depths of yourself and facing the darkness within you, because you're the only thing that's blocking your own heart from receiving the love and happiness and joy that it wants. Whew. That one came out really smooth there once I took a deep breath. You're the only one blocking yourself from the things that you want. All of these cards can be looked at as aspects within yourself, as if you were multiple characters and these are all the characters playing out the storyline, right? So that's the thing, is that as much as there's these energies that are these knights, there's also energies of fighting with yourself, fighting within yourself, being sad and not really focusing on yourself, walking away from yourself, so therefore always falling into the same patterns. And that comes back to that devil energy of always falling into the same patterns. There's something there that needs to be defeated. And this knight energy is what really needs to come through to help you with that, because the only thing holding you back is yourself. Go get the golden egg. Nice. It just gave me, I saw this post and not too long ago, and it basically just said, like, you can't get the gold unless you face the dragon. Go face your dragon. Go get the gold. That is that right there. Go face the dragon within yourself. Go get that freaking golden egg. Love it. All right. Let me know how that resonates for you. That's again post-eclipse, so that's working over a while, possibly over 6 months. I think you're going to be going through a deep journey, Scorpio, but I think it's definitely worthwhile because your heart is important. Okay? Well, let me know how it resonates, and I will chat with you guys later. Thank you.